Okay, all right. Well, I think it's working this time. So, sorry guys, had some technical issues with YouTube this evening. I don't know exactly what was going on, but I was having trouble logging on and getting a live stream started. Kind of weird. Hey, Steve Gifford, what's up, man? How are you doing? Hey, Gene, how you doing? I'm sorry I'm late, guys. I'm way late. I'm like a half hour late, aren't I? Hey, Mama Stree, I'm sorry about that. I don't know. Hey, Frank. Frank was commenting to me, and Doug was commenting to me. Everyone's asking me where I'm going. Yeah, living the dream. Yeah, right? Huh. Yeah, well, sometimes when you're living the dream, you got to deal with technical issues, and so that's what I would deal with today. Hey, Steve Vids, how you doing, man? Always good to see you here, brother. Always good to see you. Oh, man. I just put ice in my glass. It's so hot here, the ice is gone that quickly, so. Hey, Trav, what's up? Hey, Pilot, how you doing? And just so you guys know, it hit 102, 102 today on the boat. It's cooled down to 91 degrees right now, but it was 102 earlier. It was dead calm all day today. I mean, no wind whatsoever. The bay was just flat as a doornail out there, and it wasn't until just about an hour ago that the wind finally started picking up. So I was a little hot today. So hey, Gene, hey, Akula and Doug. Yep, hey, Akula. I didn't see Akula come in. Is he in here? There he is. Hey, Akula, what's up, man? Oh, that's crazy. Same here. It hit 41 Celsius and no wind at all. Yeah, it just was hot and nothing. When are you at Black Island? Might want to skip that morning swim. Cape Cod beach is closed due to great whites. Oh, nice, Steve. Thanks. I appreciate the heads up on that. Yeah. Well, Block Island is actually not really Cape Cod. Block Island is actually part of Rhode Island. Even though it's off the tip of Long Island, it's actually part of Rhode Island and not New York, which up until recently I didn't know. So, hot in Indiana, I stayed in the pool. Yeah, I went for a swim a couple of times. I really tried to get Lily to get her in the water today. I mean, I even at one point tried to pick her up to get her over the side so she could get in the water and cool off. She was not having it. She was not having it today. I tried to get some water and filled a bucket full of water and was going to pour a bucket of water over her to help cool her off. She was not going to do that. So she ran down below and hid down here on the floor and was like, nope, I ain't getting wet. I'm not doing it. So I tried my darndest with her today, but it was just not going to happen. So, yes, it is very close, Steve. You're right. New Jersey beaches, migrating stingrays. Wow, cool. Hey, Jared. Wow, only upper 80s in North Florida, Atlantic side. Yeah, actually, it's a lot cooler down in Marathon. I looked today. It was 102 degrees here on the boat. I looked at Marathon, Florida. It was like 82 degrees. It was a full 20 degrees cooler in Marathon, Florida than it was up here in New York. That's just crazy. So, yeah, Truth Finder, she really dislikes spray bottles. You're not going to put a spray bottle on her. You can't hit her with a garden hose. You can't hit her with a bucket of water. She does not like to be gotten wet. She really dislikes it a lot. She doesn't mind running and jumping in the water herself. She just doesn't want anybody else getting her wet. So that's just not a possibility. So what I've been doing is I've been wetting down a towel and throwing a towel over the top of her, but she keeps yanking it off. So great whites were on the Boston side, not normal Plymouth and Wellesley. Wow, cool. Too bad. I bet once she got in, she would like it. Oh, Mama Sri, you know she would. We'll be glad to get off the boat tomorrow. Yes, Douglas, we will be very happy to be off the boat tomorrow. You're absolutely correct. I think both of us are looking forward to getting into a little air conditioning and cooling off a little bit. So, working in a barn loft that's 120 degrees, they call it the Arizona room. Yeah, well, Akula, having baled hay in Ohio in the summertime and having to get up in the hay mow and be stacking bales of hay in the heat of August, I can tell you that, you know, barn second floors, third floors, not a good place to be in the summertime. Not a good place to be. So there was a great white sighting in Nova Scotia last week. Wow, that's pretty cool. Got to get Lily around other dogs at water's edge. No, Mark, she has no problem. Like when we're down at the bay, she'll run in the water on her own accord. So, and you know, it's not such a bad thing that she doesn't want to jump. Okay, I just got disconnected. I'm back on, so hopefully you guys have it working now. I took a striped bass right off a guy's line, huh? Okay. Why did you take a striped bass off some guy's fishing line? That's weird. Working now, okay, and we're back, yep. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with AT&T and T today, so, you know, they shouldn't be having any problems with me. Hey, Johanna, how you doing? Yep, about 5 days before I head out of Port Washington. You're right, Johanna. Well, 5 days to my birthday. Is that what you're counting down? Yeah, it's 5 days to my birthday. I turned 60, the big 60 in 5 days, so. Thanks for reminding me, Johanna. Hey, Johanna, by the way, how's Larry doing? For those of you guys that don't know, Johanna Wilson is my first ex-wife, and her husband just recently went into the hospital, into ICU, so buffering on and off, yes. Okay. Off again. Huh. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what's with AT&T. There should not be any problem. I mean, I'm right out here in the same place I've always been. Had good cell service all day today. Had no problem with bars, but as soon as I tried to start the live stream this evening, all of a sudden it had issues. So, the wind looking for the trip. Interesting. He's doing Eder. Okay. Probably a good dog doesn't like to jump in, may create a problem. Yep. Sailing upwind. You know, it looks okay. It's still a long ways off, you know, from a weather projection standpoint. But actually, the first day it looks like it's going to be good. The second and third day, though, does not look like it's going to be very good. And so I'm going to carefully watch that, and I may end up delaying a couple days. If I wait until Thursday to head out instead of Monday, the weather's looking much better right now, but we won't know until we get closer to it. So what I don't want to do is I don't want to leave here the first night, because I'm only going to be staying inside the breakwater in New Haven, Connecticut. Kind of an exposed open area. Even though there's a breakwater there, it's still an exposed open area, a big water area. And so I really don't want to get that exposed and then have to be hunkered down on anchor in bad weather for a couple days and high winds, because there's some high winds coming in on Tuesday night and Wednesday. It might behoove me to sit still here till Thursday and then go, but we'll watch the weather and see what happens, and you know, we'll make that decision when we get there. So, love you, miss you. Hope Larry will be okay. Where is the starport? Where is the starport? I have no idea what you're talking about, Jim. All the fish and manatees are dying in and around Naples. Lake Okeechobee is still loaded with algae. That the bigwigs decided to let it drain out into the Gulf. However, in the meantime, it is... Oh, wow. Yeah, that's not good, Frank. Opposite of the starboard, Jim. Where is the starport? Well, you have starboard and starport. You have starboard, and then you have port side and starboard side. So I guess that's what you're asking. I'm not really sure. Effect of all the sea life in the area, it's a real shame seeing big dumpsters filled with dead stinking fish. Man, Frank, that would be awesome. Yeah, that's crazy. You dodged the bullet last time. Carter Hayes, I certainly did. Yep, I certainly did. So we'll watch the weather and we'll see what it does, and we'll make adjustments as is necessary. You guys are kind of cockeyed here, aren't you? There you go, a little bit, square you up a little bit more. My sailor friends do not like how I tie a knot. Yeah, well, it's either tie it right or tie it a lot, one or the other. That seems to be the rule of thumb, either tie it correctly or tie a lot of knots, one or the other. But yeah, there are certain knots that you should use, and that just have historically over the centuries proven themselves to be highly effective for this application or whatever application you're going to be running into. So as long as it's not, I do. As long as it's not, I do. What are you talking about? Red tide goes from Naples to Sarasota, getting close to Tampa Bay. Wow, that sucks, Akula. And guys, just so you know, little disclosure here. SV Akula won the drawing for someone to visit me. Tying the knot, I see. For someone to visit me in the Bahamas this summer. Every 2 months I pick a name out of my Patreon group, and he won. And so what he said is, he's got his own boat, and in fact will probably be tied up alongside of me at some point while I'm in Florida and the Bahamas. We'll do some cruising together and hanging out. So he told me to go ahead and re-pick another name. I have not picked that other name yet, but I will be. And he said I should look to find somebody who is not a boat owner, somebody who is not a sailor maybe, and let them go. So once again, there's an opportunity for people to get their name drawn, but you do have to jump in and be a member of my Patreon, and then you get 1 entry for every $1 that you've actually paid. Not pledged, but actually paid. So, yeah, so Akula's a good guy for donate. Starbucks will replace single-use plastic straws with paper straws wrapped in single-use plastic foil. That sounds like the usual intelligence. Hello, Carol. How you doing? Hey, Catfish. Oh, Pilot Frank, Carol, the Mitten Dad. Okay, hi, the Mitten Dad. How are you? It's a new name for us. So, got some great editing done today in the heat. Wasn't much else I could do in the heat, so we just kind of did that. I stopped by Ghost, saw Sal and Susan, and bought a Ghost tea. There you go, Doug. I kind of thought you were going to do that when you left here the other day. All the way from Michigan. There you go. Well, cool. So, anyhow, I was doing some research. One of my viewers and long-term supporters had sent me some information on how to build your YouTube audience. Apparently, he thinks I need schooled in that, and I thought it was funny, but some of the things they were talking about, it's a video series that some of these very successful YouTubers are putting together, and some of the things that he was talking about, it was sort of interesting how it's exactly what I'm doing. I seem to be doing exactly what they had recommended and suggested, but I get kind of beat up for it because I do something a little different, and that's one of the things they said about don't be a copycat, do something a little different. Well, trying to do something a little different gets you a lot of crap in the world too. So, but I did find that interesting. Let's see, how's Douglas? Douglas is on the live stream, so say hello to him. Hey, Christine, how you doing, darling? Bobby and Laura's live stream was good last night. Yes, it was, Pilot, and I was glad to see that Bob nipped in the bud all of the troll nonsense that had been going on over there. It's about time he did that. He let that go on way too long, and as a result, the trolls are apparently now targeting him. So, it's a shame. But as I understand it, the trolls are also targeting La Vagabond and Gone with the Winds now. So there's a big, massive campaign. So maybe they'll leave me alone for a little while and let me actually work on building my channel up without all the nonsense. That would be great, wouldn't it? Oh, sailing upwind, alive and well. Thanks. There you go. Laying up gel coat in the morning should be hard in about 30 seconds. Yeah, that's about it, Steve. That's absolutely it. Yeah, Master Like folks. Thanks, Gene. Appreciate that. Hey, Jeffrey, how you doing? What pointers do you have for gaining view time and fans? What are your successes? Well, that's an interesting question, Mitten Dad. I am doing something completely different than any other YouTuber that I'm aware of. Me doing these live streams on an ongoing, relentless basis, I'm doing that to build a community, not just build subscribers and ad revenue, but I'm trying to build a community of really good, happy, friendly people, and we have a good group here of same people. That group's expanding and growing on a good basis. I think that's the key to the success that I'm really having. It seems to confuse a lot of people, but it certainly seems to be working quite well. So I would say that's probably my biggest success. Triton's trumpet, thought for a moment on Bob's live stream that you got banned. It was determined later that it was an imposter. Yeah, Triton, there's a lot of people imposing themselves, trying to claim that they're me or my father or, you know, some other relative. None of that is true. I don't have any relatives on YouTube, so except for my own son, who has the same name as me, but he usually identifies himself quite clearly. So, sailing upwind, try going downwind seems easier. Yeah, but not nearly as much fun. Trolls are everywhere. I've seen on other channels as well. Yep, cool, that's true. Yep, the trolls have new sailing targets. Yep. Carl, just an idea, but what if you start a knot tying class 1 week? Frank, I'm no expert in knot tying. I can't, I mean, I've done a little bit of stuff, but I'm no expert in that. Hey, Dave Marshall, man, glad to see you here. How you doing, buddy? Only thing I asked of the winds is they give us a blooper reel. Boy, that would be fun, wouldn't it? I don't think they would do that. They tend to be kind of prim and proper and very protective of themselves. I really doubt they're going to share much of a blooper reel. Although, you know, come to think of it, I think they did. 42 Steel, I think they did do a blooper reel a long time ago. Maybe 5-6 months ago, I think they did do a blooper reel. So you might want to check that. Trolls and everything, yes, they do. You check out Social Blade Tailed YouTube stats, a very informative site. I have looked at Social Blade a few times, but I keep enough track of my own stuff that, you know, looking at Social Blade is just redundant for what I already know. Very cool, congrats, thanks. Good idea, Frank. I only know a couple of good ones, and more to know the better. There you go. Thanks, Pilot, for taking care of that. Mitten Dad Carl has inspired me to go sailing. Just recently signed up for lessons, the advice of what I get out of this community. There you go, Gene. Thank you for that. I appreciate you saying that. He's not good with tying the knot, though. Okay, Johanna. I hear you, darling. Yeah, I'm not good with tying the knot, huh? I guess I've been married twice, and both of those came unraveled. Hey, 17 years with Penny. I think that's pretty good record, so. The winds are very rich. Well, they certainly got a lot more money than me, but I wouldn't say they're very rich. You know, I was looking at their channel earlier today, and I was kind of surprised. Out of their top 10 most popular videos on their channel, most of them are RV videos and not sailing videos. I know everybody here looks at them as the sailing stuff, but most of their top 10 videos are having to do with RVs. In fact, their #1 top video was, let's see, top RV pick of under 30 feet, and it had like 2 million views. That was their #1 top video, so. Are your sails ready to hoist? Yeah, I still haven't run the line through my, well, you know, I should have done that today. It's too damn hot, but I gotta put my reefing line in my mainsail. So, hiya, can you wish me, mate Sarah, a happy birthday? Appreciate it. Twerky, I don't know. Okay, yeah, well, happy birthday, Sarah. So, Trav Spence, LOL, love Johanna, Jana, yeah, she is, Douglas. Third time is charm, as they say. Hey, that's what I'm hoping for, stuck in BC. Johanna 1, Carl 0, yeah, I got you, Kula. Johnny Depth channel for learning how to tie knots is very good. Okay. They're just well off. They do tend to be more frugal with spending. You know, they're not really even that well off. They've been very successful with their YouTube channel. You know, they built their audience and they built their channel doing RV videos, and that's where most of their people have come from originally, and they moved into the sailing genre thinking they were going to pick up more viewers. I don't think that's the case. I think there's more people in the world interested in RVs than there are boats, sailboats certainly. But you know, it was a passion they decided to follow. So I do think people in the sailing genre tend to be a bit more affluent than people in the RV genre, and so more likely to support their Patreon and other income sources. Just got the package from you, Carl. I'll stop by West Spring tomorrow and get it. Hey, thanks, Frank. I'm glad you got it. All right. Did it all get there okay in one piece? I wasn't sure about that bag the post office gave me to put it in. So, 17th anniversary of jail. Oh, pilot, nice. People trolling on the internet, nothing new. Of course, big channels have them too. What's interesting is the ratio. RV equals larger audience. Yeah, I think so. All the Wind subs are from when they did an RV channel. They only gained about 8,000 subs from sailing. Yeah, that may be very true, Arthur. Hey, how you doing? Just saw a new chat to me called Everett Tweakers Live. It's a hidden camera on a pole that watches drug addicts and homeless people in Everett, Washington. Okay, Carol. Brittany in the house? I don't know. Is Brittany in the house? I didn't see anything from Brittany. What's for dinner? Rump roast on the grill would be good. What's your favorite marinade? Yeah, that would be good. Actually, I had a really good dinner this evening, guys. Even though it was 101 degrees here, I made some linguine with clam sauce. So I had linguine with white clam sauce for dinner. Hot as hell in the boat, but what the hell? Let's boil water and make it even hotter in here. So. Okay, good deal, Frank. Thank you. Lightweight cruising with a nice cat is almost the same as an RV, just on the water. Yep, I agree, man. You jumped 1,000 subs when you said you were buying sailing doodles. Yeah, well, a lot of folks came over from Bob's channel. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for me to buy the sailing doodle, but that's life, folks. Have you tracked your top video? What video was it, and do you know why it attracted extra views? Yes, yes, and yes. If you want Stuck at BC, just go to my channel and hit the litmus test thing over to most popular, and you'll see my most popular video. Everybody's saying hello to Brittany, but oh, do I have this set wrong? I have this set wrong. Okay, let me go to live chat. If I missed your comment, I'm sorry, guys. She's here with me, Carl. Okay, John, thanks, man. Yes, Trav, it was really good. Brittany, I'm sorry if you posted something and I didn't see it. I had my phone set on the wrong setting again, so. Do you speak Spanish? Oh, yo hablo muy poquito español. Brittany, John Harris, Brittany. Hey, Brittany. So what's up, dear? Are you going to come out or in play or not? No position critical of the winds. The truth is their monthly revenue, it is working for them. Oh, it certainly is. I'm not critical of them at all. I'm very supportive of what the winds do. I'm just trying to give you guys some background as far as I know it. So, good. Well, good. Now, I don't speak nearly as much Spanish as I would like to. You know, where I really got to speaking Spanish, and my motivation for that was my oldest sister, Linda. She married a Puerto Rican fella named Ico, and I really wanted to be able to communicate with my brother-in-law. And so I tried to learn and improve on my Spanish. I never did get to speak Spanish as well as what I would like. So one of the things I'm hoping to work on in my travels. So. Isn't that the same shirt you had on yesterday? Yeah, it might very well be. Pilot, you don't have to hit him for that. It might very well be the same shirt I had on yesterday, yep. Imagine that. I wear the same shirt 2 days in a row. Can't imagine why anybody would do that. Captain Carl, Pilot, smoking. Hey, Chief, what's going on, man? I'm smoking some chicken. There you go. They're hard to keep lit, man. They're hard to keep lit, and those feathers just smell like crap when you light them on fire. Elizabeth from Dello started her channel 60 days ago and is making $900 per video already. Well, yeah. Of course, Elizabeth is, you know, coming off of her fame from being on Delos, so naturally she's going to attract a good amount of people. I mean, Delos has, you know, what, 400,000 subscribers now, and those people have known her for a long time, so that's not at all surprising. I've been known to wear same shirt for a week. Yeah, man. iDog, okay. Just turned mine inside out twice. Twice the time. Is the grill good to go? Yes, the grill is working now. Yes, the railing is up and the push pit is up and all welded and fixed. The grill is hooked up. I just don't have anything on board that was really grillable at the moment. So I made pasta because I'm kind of getting down into my provisions a little bit. You wear a shirt till it smells bad, just part of it. No washer dryer on board. Actually, you know, truth finder, to be honest with you guys, I generally speaking don't wear a shirt when I'm on the boat all day. So I only put the shirt on for doing the live streams or if I'm going to go into town or something. So, you know, yeah, it's the same shirt I wore during yesterday's live stream, but I probably haven't worn this shirt more than 3 hours or 4 hours in the last 3 days. So shirts will last me a while when I only put on to do the live stream. So hey Brittany, not to worry, I'm here. Hey Sailmaster, what's up, man? Need some grilled fishes. Yeah, I do some fishing, that's true. Anything significant for today, Chief? Did a lot of editing. Very, very hot today, Chief. Very hot today. 101 degrees here on the boat. I did get some work done earlier this morning. Got a lot of editing done today in the heat. So I did get all that stuff taken care of. Quite a bit of editing, actually. I have one video ready to be uploaded at Douglas's tomorrow. And then I've got 2 more that will be coming out in quick succession behind that one. So thank you for the shirt. Okay. I'm with you. Okay. Arthur, unfortunately, I can't watch her channel. Believe me, I've tried. Okay. Getting trolled to death, my friend. Ruthless, that's what else is new, man? There was a study that showed people wash their clothes too often. Yeah, well, I think so, but I don't know, I wash them when they need it. So, how come you don't live off seafood? Well, because I don't have time to spend all day long fishing. Out here too. Too bad can't edit out the heat. Yeah, wouldn't that be great, huh? You're hot, Carl. Well, thanks, Carol. I think you're hot too. Not sure you meant it that way, but yeah, I'm hot. I filled the bilges back up to help cool the cabin stall. I did, Adam to Florida. We did, yes. There is water back in the bilge right now. And the temperature in the bilge right now is 70 degrees, so quite comfortable for the dog down on the floor. Thanks, Frank. Appreciate that. Yep, guys, there's the links there for my PayPal. Go ahead and hit that up if you want to contribute to the cause. We really could use some funds right now. We're in the last final stretch of getting some work, some jobs done to the boat, and so I could really use some funds to get those things wrapped up and get out of here. So if anybody, if you've been thinking about donating, you know, now might be the time. So, do I have crab pots? Yeah, I have shrimp pots, which are adjustable in size that can be opened up for crab. Let me put it that way. I have these really cool collapsible fold-up shrimp pots that I bought up in Alaska that the whole size can be modified and opened up for crab as opposed to shrimp. So kind of yes and no. Whoop. Okay, sorry, the War Department had me go out and cut dill and fresh peppers for them. Nice, Steve. Oil I get on nets you just throw in and drag out hours later. I get on nets. Okay, well, it's not that easy to do when you're on anchor and the wind's blowing you back and forth. That's not all that easy to do. It wouldn't be called fishing if you get fish every time. That's true. It's Brittany. I'm on my dad's name. Hey, Brittany. Nice to see you here, darling. I left off the question mark on purpose. Oh, I see. Okay. Frank, throw up my PayPal. Got the wedding this week. Hey, Britt. Carl, thumbs up, people. Thanks, Ronnie. I appreciate it. Is Doug still working on your channel? Is Doug still working on my channel? Doug's never worked on my channel. Doug hangs out and helps out. But he was actually fired as a moderator because he's just got shaky hands right now because of his dialysis. So, get your wire. No, I did not get off the boot. I didn't get off the boot today. Now I'm speaking like a Canadian. No, I didn't get off the boat today. Doug and I are going to be running around and getting that wire and stuff tomorrow. So that way the dog can enjoy some air conditioned time in the backseat of his car and not walking on the hot pavement. So this week, congratulations. There you go. Dump a shrimp pot overboard and get some big ones. Yep. Yeah, unfortunately there's no shrimp up here in this area, so not much point in putting the shrimp pot out. I could catch a lot of crab here. There are some crab, but I don't have a crab license for New York, so I'm not going to do that. So you're not going to get him to do some voiceovers for you? No, probably not. Doug didn't get fired, he quit. Well, Doug asked to be let go for a while until he gets steadier. That's what Doug did. So, and that's fine. That's all just fine. I kind of remade Doug a moderator probably a little too fast. I don't think he was quite ready for it at the time. So, wanted to see my doc today, and he required a stool, semen, and urine sample. So I left him my. That's pretty bad, Wally. That's pretty bad. Unfortunately, I can relate to that, but you know, I think we all can. But it's pretty bad. And it is hot, guys. It's still 90 degrees here in the boat, so I am still a little warm. Hey, Brittany, there she is in her own name. How you doing? Doug is on a seasonal layoff. Okay. He quit because he didn't like the pay. Yeah, that's right. My fingers don't cooperate. Yep. How many days till departure? I'm leaving here, I believe on Monday, but, you know, subject to the weather. It all depends on the weather, whether I'm going to leave Monday or not. Put the crab pots at stern and Miss Lily's poop on the bow. The crabs will run the other. Why are you people so worried about the dog's poop? I don't, you know, you're like little children with that. It's really hot in New York this summer. Yes, it is, Christine. It was hot upstate. It's hot here on Long Island. So, to hold a permit from recreational shellfish diggers are not required to hold a permit from DEC in New York. Okay. I wasn't planning on digging any shellfish. So, Doug, if you misfire and delete someone, you'll probably land on a troll 9 out of 10 times. Yeah. Everything's going well. It's been a little hectic in my world. Oh yes, crab is delicious. Yes, it is. So you're still good. Okay. Yeah, what's wrong with Lily? There's nothing wrong with you, Lily. Miss Lily's absolutely fine. She's on the floor at my feet right now, snoozing because it's nice and cool down there on the floor. The forward hatch is got, you know, the wind, you know, the boat's on anchor, so the bow is always pointed into the wind. Those of you guys that aren't on boats and don't recognize that, man, someone just waked me. Anyhow, so the bow was always pointed into the wind because of the way the anchor situation is. So on the front of my boat, I have a scoop, I have a hatch that's opened up at an angle, and so it acts like an air dam, and it pushes air blowing by the boat. It pushes it down here. That air comes down and blows on the cockpit floor, one of the reasons why the cockpit floor is always cool, and then it kind of comes up and goes out through the cockpit here in the back. So Miss Lily likes being on the floor. The floor is the coldest spot on the boat. Even though it's 90 degrees at this level, it's 70 degrees about 4 feet lower. So 3.5 feet lower, whatever. Okay, I just said that. So there always seems to be concerns for people about Lily. Yeah, that's fine. You know, that's all good. My buddy has a Brittany Spaniel. She's beautiful too. Yeah, Brittany's are nice dogs. Good water dogs too. So the other day, by the way, guys, I got badly sunburned. So my back is like itching me like crazy today. I mean, I'm just like, I just can't get comfortable. I've been rubbing against the backrest here. I've got skin coming off my back from being badly sunburned the other day. So, hey Andy, what's up, man? I'm not going to lay on the floor with her, no. My fault, recreational mean fishing registry is not required when taking crab recreational is what I meant. Okay, Captain Catfish, thank you. Okay, so I guess I could take crab then. I'll sleep on the cabin sole, sometimes it's cooler. Yeah, now you've given me a good idea. Maybe I'll do that this evening. Of course, the dog will have a canary if I do that, so. I go sleep down on the floor, she'll be up on the bed, she'll get mad, want to join me down on the floor. And the way this boat's laid out, there's just not a lot of room on the floor, so. That's because everyone loves Lily. I know, she's got more fans than I do. Did you ever take a dip in the sea? Only like 3 times a day. I jump in the bay here at least 3 times a day, at least 2. I mean, even when I spend the whole day over at Doug's, I go for a swim first thing in the morning and I go for a swim last thing in the evening. So I love swimming in the bay, even though it's, you know, even though I can't see my own hand at the length of my arm in the water because the turbidity is that bad. I still love swimming in the bay. So when is Brittany coming back on board? That's the $1 million question, Carter Hayes. I wish she would answer that. I've been trying to get an answer from her on that for some time now with no success. So the big box fan blowing or sucking. Right now it is blowing, pilot. I want a video of Miss Lily giving birth to a canary. Okay, Chief, you're a little weird now, Chief. I mean, that's just a little out there, buddy. I mean, I know you've been a long-time supporter of the channel and certainly been a good friend, but a video of my dog giving birth to a bird? What are you smoking tonight, sir? Leave the V-berth vent open and companionway open. I do. They're open all the time. Unless it's raining out, they're open all the time. I think you have the only lab that isn't into water. My old lab would have had the vest on 24/7 because she would. Yeah, I think what it is, Sailmaster, it's not that she's not into water. She's into water. Like I said, if I go to the beach, she'll have no problem running in and out of the water on her own. Or, you know, if I go to the lake or the beach or something, she does that. She just doesn't want to jump into the water. So, always seems to be a strange talking point. Okay. Alright, cue up the Jaws theme, but thought so, Frank, always seems to be a strange talking point. You said Lily would have a canary. Oh, I see, yes. Okay, cool. Alright. Yeah. Come on, Brittany, jump on board. Yep, my sentiments exactly. Frank, how do you know Carl? What the fuck did I step into? You said yes. Okay. I said if I laid on the floor, she'd have a yes. I get it now. Okay. My current lab doesn't like water either. I was stuck as my previous 2 labs spent all day in a pool. Okay. Do you have a hatch over your head? I do not have a hatch over my head. There's a hatch over the companionway and one in the head. You should turn the fan the other way so it will assist the forward hatch and pull the hot air out. Okay. I'm seeing a dog give birth to a bird. Dogs giving birth to canaries, men sleeping with dogs, channel's gone mad. Yeah, right. When you mix human DNA with goat DNA thrown out of the petting zoo. Started following him when he was in Alaska and we just became good friends. That's true, Frank, yep. I think she's afraid of splinters. Splinters? Why would she be afraid of splinters? I would imagine, Carol, you're watching Ever Tweakers and all. Okay. I've been watching Alaska too, but my screen name used to be Miss Teen 71. Ah, okay, Christine, that makes more sense to me now. Okay, I remember that. Those don't open over his head. They're port lights. It's just to let light in. Actually, these aren't even port lights. These are just windows. They don't open at all. The 4 windows in the main cabin do not open at all. The 2 portholes in the bathroom, they do open up. I have a hatch in the ceiling of the head that opens up, and then of course the companionway has got the sliding top and removable door. So, what do you miss most about living inland? What do I miss most? 24-hour a day internet. I miss not having, you know, unlimited internet 24/7, which is a problem out here on the boat because I'm limited to just what my cell phone can do. And you know, my big lazy boy chair and a big screen TV, cooler full of beer, and a football game. I miss that, but you know, the exchange for all of that is miles ahead for what I'm doing now. So, speaking of the head, is that on the punch list? No, the head's working just fine. So, pesky door-to-door grizzly bears. Yep, yeah, they are a problem, man. Fixed windows equals hot. It certainly does tickle me, Finn. It certainly is. They are hot. But that's all right. You know, I'm pretty confident that pretty soon, you know, maybe this winter when I get down to Florida to start working, we're going to be upgrading into a bigger boat. So that'll be fine for us when we do that. So, Jags play Thursday. Yep. How many gigs a month of data are you using? About 70. About 70 gigs of data altogether. That would be ideal for me. It would be about 70 gigs a month. And that would be just my bare bones minimum. That would just give me enough to do my uploading and my videos and that kind of stuff. You know, other than that, I really could use a lot more than that. So, oh, come on, Carol, I can't even see that. Question plus dog equals, I don't know what that is. The Tweety bird? Turn the head into a compost head yet? No, Steve. It's still a very nice plastic lined bucket. So, yeah, there's no toilet. You would need one. Just take a dump in the sea. No, there is a toilet. The toilet is a bucket with a bag, and I bag it up and haul it to town when I go. How much larger of a boat? Well, that remains to be seen. That remains to be seen. I don't know yet, and you know, there's a lot of decision making that's going to go on in the next 90 days that's going to make a huge difference in a lot of that stuff. So, so we'll see. We'll see. Wow, what plan are you on? Well, I'm on an AT&T unlimited plan, which limits me to 22 gigabytes. Plus, I have only 15 gigabytes where I can use my cell phone as a hotspot. So I exceed that on an exceptional basis all the time, which is kind of a pain in the butt, actually. So it limits my ability to do what I need to do. So, Bully's a bird dog, not that kind. Yep, that's illegal, bebop. Okay, spoken. Can make your own cooler with a small 12-volt pump. Yeah, I know all about those. Carl plus dog equals 3D bird. Okay. Do you like haddock, Carl? I think yellow lake perch is my favorite fish to eat. I do like yellow perch. They're a good fish to eat. I don't know if they're my favorite. Haddock is okay. I really enjoy the cod that I used to catch up in Alaska. I enjoy flounder and halibut. I enjoy walleye and tuna. I enjoy a lot of different fish. So the equation Carol meant was Carl plus dog equals canary. Yeah, I kind of got that. I think for you is 32, which should be good. Okay. Yeah, Billy, if you're onto something there, just go ahead and take care of it, okay? And we won't worry about it. Time to be ruthless again. Carl, lots of flounder up by Woods Hole. Yeah, that's what I understand, Steve, and I'm going to plan on going up there. Yes, hogfish are pretty good. They're very good. 32 foot, not near big enough. No, No, I'm definitely looking for something in the 36 to 40 foot in a monohull, but that I think is only going to be, yes, I saw the cooler comment. Yep, I'm aware of those. Thanks, Shellmaster. Yeah, that would only be a stepping stone. Ideally, guys, I really want to get up to where I've got like a Lagoon 440 or a 45 catamaran. That to me is my ideal boat for what I would like to do. I would really be happy if I got one of those. Question is how much time do I want to spend working on the boat, and I mean, you know, selling real estate and stuff to make the money necessary to do that. Would I be happy and okay to go with just a 40-foot monohull? Yes, probably. But you know, the catamaran would be nice, and you know, if I stayed in Florida and worked for a good year and a half, 2 years, I could probably buy one. So I don't know, we'll see. Okay, you know, I don't know why everybody seems to be so worried about, you know, my poop, but you know, don't worry about it. It's all good. Apartment and hassles equal freedom. Yes. Can a 44-foot cat be single-handed? Yes, it can. I've single-handed many of them. My cat just opened the screen door, and then I noticed 3 dogs were roaming the neighbor's yard. Oh, nice, Trav. Flounder with mayo tastes almost like lump crab. Huh. I don't think I've ever had flounder with mayonnaise, Carol. I guess I should try that. Boat layout is everything. A 36-foot boat with the right layout will feel bigger than a 40. Yes, you are right, Stuck in BC. It absolutely can. Paul, you obviously are nowhere near caught up with everything. So, what's the composting head? The answer to your question is yes. Are you going to get a mooring ball at Woods Hole? No, I don't believe I will. I always thought Florida was very competitive real estate market. It is. People are making some shitty comments, no pun intended. Yeah, you know, they're just, it must be little children, because, you know, I don't know, Sailmaster, you probably remember when we were in elementary school, you know, everyone thought poop was like a big deal in elementary school, but most people grow out of that, so. Really, Carol, I have only a pure flounder terminal to put mayo on. That's kind of where I was at, Steve. Because they're right wrong way to get rid of it. Okay, whatever. 108 people, guys, are watching, only 28 thumbs up. Go ahead and pound the thumbs up, and if those of you guys that are watching would like to help out with you know, the channel, please go ahead and jump in. Check my links down below for Patreon and for my PayPal links. Any contributions to the cause would be greatly appreciated. This is how we make a living and how we fund ourselves. So, oh, I see now, sailing. Okay, there you go. Okay, and with that said, I guess the chat seems to have stopped, which is all good. So, shameless shout out time. Anybody that's got a YouTube channel, go ahead and give yourself a plug. Let somebody know that you have a YouTube channel or an Instagram channel or what have you, so you can pick up some viewers. So, 40-foot monohull with all your favorite perks, right price, stair steps. Yep, no plastic, I agree. That would be absolutely fine for, I could do that and be absolutely fine for a long time. A Lagoon 440 should cost how much? Carter Hayes, in the $350,000 to $400,000 range for a decent owner's version Lagoon 440. Put a link up for Doug. I still don't have that set up, do I? I'm a bad friend. Alright guys, well with that said, I think unless there's something else, I'm going to go ahead and end this here today. Tomorrow I'm going to be out traveling with Doug tomorrow. Going to run some errands, pick up some supplies, and enjoy a little air conditioning and get off the hot boat for a day. So that's going to be fun. Not my channel, but Sailing Story. Yeah, Sailing Story has been a good channel, Trav. Although I'm not really sure what they're doing right now. I've not watched any of their videos recently. But it almost looked like they put their boat up on the Heart for a while and aren't going to be sailing, but maybe I'm mistaken about that. But yeah, I like Sailing Story. It's a young family guy and his wife and his daughter. Really kind of funny people. So, must be different to change it up a bit. I can't, no wrench. There you go, Billy. Thank you for putting Doug's link up there. You rock, dude. I meant the GoFundMe page. Yeah, that's his GoFundMe right there. Penkachow one. Bill Wilson, Doug, that's the one, William. Barbecue at Doug's tomorrow. That would be a good site. Thanks, Bill. Okay. Thank you, Billy. Appreciate that, man. You rock. You absolutely rock for doing that. Sailing Story built his own digger. He did. I saw that video. Yep. Why don't you put a link up for Doug in the description? Yes, Carter Hayes. I've been meaning to do that. I just haven't gotten it done yet. So, I could send off. There you go. 300 to 400. Better get to work. Yep, I agree. I agree, Sailmaster. That's why I said I'm going to be making a serious decision here by September 15th. On September 15th, I'm pretty much going to decide what I'm going to do. So. Because that would give me 30 days before I get down to Florida to start getting some of my marketing money and stuff organized and getting my my business reorganized and going again. So looking fairly dark there. Yeah, it's gotten pretty dark here pretty quick. So that's a lot of PayPal money. Okay. Do you explore places while on the board? Yes, that's what I do. I travel different places, so. Boat, okay, Carol, thumbs up is good. Okay, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and pull the plug on. I'm trying to keep these things under an hour. We're right at 52 minutes right now, even though I know I started late, guys. I'm sorry about that. But we'll go ahead and get on that for you. Good evening, America, and yes, good evening, America, and all the ships at sea. Yep. Okay, guys. Anyhow, we're going to go ahead and pull the plug. You guys, go ahead, check the description down below for links to the PayPal and Patreon, and we will have more for you in the morning. I'll do a brief, very brief good morning in the morning, and we'll go on from there. So, good night, everybody. Be good, be careful, take good care of one another. We'll see you tomorrow.